G'day everyone, I'm out here today trout fishing in a small stream, trying out the new Strike Tiger micro spoon. The micro spoon's not a new lure by Strike Tiger, but they've upgraded the hooks to the Sickle hooks, and so the hookup rate theoretically should be much better. I'm sorry if I sound dreadful, I feel dreadful, I've got a bit of the man flu. I kid you not, 4 weeks ago I had the worst dose of the full-on flu that I've ever had in my life. I couldn't even get out of bed. At least now, this is just a cold and I can get out and still go fishing. The season's nearly 2 weeks old and I've only been out once. This is only my second chance, so I'm making the most of it. Anyway, stay tuned, watch the video. Let's just see how these Strike Tiger micro spoons perform with the new Sickle hooks on them. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, they're going mad! Finally! Look at them rapids flowing up there. There's got to be something sitting up in there. What a great cast. Got him. Yeah! Look at that lovely little brown trout. I've just wet my hand and got dirt on it. Look at that lovely little brown trout, very, very small, taken on the new micro spoon. I'll put him straight back in the water. See ya, buddy. You see the micro spoons. I made a video on using these micro spoons a couple of years ago and the hookup rate wasn't great. But since then, Strike Tiger have had them remade with different hooks. They now have these Sickle hooks on them. They're called a Sickle hook because they're the same shape as the old-fashioned sickles that the farmers used to cut weeds and stone crops and stuff down with. And the Grim Reaper holds a sickle as well. So, Strike Tiger micro spoon with the Sickle hook. I've gone for a metallic colour because the water isn't very clear. My theory is it's clear enough, but it's not crystal clear. So I'm going to need something that's going to reflect a bit of sunlight, reflect the sun and send a bit of a flash through the water. And that's why I've chosen this metallic and fluorescent orange, one that'll stand out in the murky water. As I walk slowly through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no trout. Isn't it funny? I went to Melbourne last week. It was like a fish out of water. Those people down there all know Melbourne and love Melbourne and they're confident in Melbourne. I'm not even confident looking for a car park down there. But imagine if you got some of them Melbourne people and brought them up here just to hang out under all these tree roots. Could be full of snakes or a tree that could fall down at any given time. Wonder what their confidence would be like then. This is my territory. This is my comfort zone. Oh, it's in a nice looking spot. Got to be a fish in there, surely. Oh, had a strike, but no hookup. Got him. Ha ha ha. Yeah, baby. Not a big fish, but bigger than the last one. I'll wet my hands. I'll tell you about wetting your hands. You often hear people say you should wet your hands, and I'll tell you why you do it. That another nice little brown trout, twice the size of the last one, but still not very big. Caught on the micro spoon. You see my hand is dripping wet, and I'll put him back. See ya, buddy. He was out of the water for about 20 seconds. I can still see him. Now I'll tell you why we wet our hands like that. Because fish have got slime on them. We all know that fish are slimy. But why do they have the slime? What's the slime actually there for? The slime is actually there. That is like the fish's immune system. If we damage that slime, we lower their immune system and the risk of a bacteria or a fungus or infection becomes greater. It's a bit like us. We've got an interior immune system. When our core temperature drops, when we get really cold, our immune system weakens and we become susceptible to getting viruses and bugs. Right now, I've got a cold. If you think my voice sounds funny or I seem a bit more puffed out than normal, it's because I feel shit-house, to be quite honest. Because I've got a cold. A cold got in through my immune system. It might have happened when my immune system was strong, but it most likely happened when my immune system was weak, when I was cold. And you know, I get cold when I'm riding my motorbike in winter. When I'm wet wading in the water, my immune system drops and I become more prone to getting a cold. With the fish's slime, the slime around their body is their immune system. By wetting my hand, I lessen the chance of damaging the immune system. If my hand is dry, and particularly in summer if my hand is dry and really hot, then, well, yeah, that will damage the slime even more and make the immune system, and damage the immune system even more. So by wetting my hand, I reduce the chance of damaging that fish's slime, or in other words, by damaging that fish's immune system, and I help protect it from picking up some kind of bacteria or infection. Now, if I can't wet my hand, say I'm standing up on that bank fishing and I catch a fish, I physically can't wet my hand. That's not the end of the world. That doesn't automatically mean the fish is going to die. It just means it's going to be a little bit more susceptible to picking up infections for a little while until the slime recovers. So if you can wet your hand, you should always. Right now, I'm standing in about 20 centimetres of water. It's easy for me to squat down, wet my hand and grab the fish, no worries at all. So if I can, I will. And if you can, you should too. But don't think, if you're standing on a bridge, fishing off a bridge or a high bank, or somewhere there's too much of a risk of falling in the water and drowning, don't put your life at risk just to wet your hand and to protect the fish that's probably likely not to get sick anyway. The moral to the story, folks, if you can wet your hand before you hold a fish, you should always do so. But if you can't wet it for whatever reason, don't lose too much sleep over it. Ooh, that might have been a touch, was it? See if it comes back if it was. Yep, got him. Oh, you son of a bitch. I yanked the hook out of his mouth. You idiot. You've been doing this long? Got him. Yeah. Look, I'm wetting my hand again. I might get a photo of this bloke. I haven't got any photos today. There's lovely little brown trout, the biggest one of the day. Still not very big, but I mean, look at the creek I'm fishing is not very big either. In saying that, I have caught some very large fish in this creek. Right, yeah, I've just taken a couple of photos. I'll unhook this fella. Right, yeah, mate. Off you go, buddy. Off he goes. Look at that. Happy as 10 trout, straight over there under the cover of the bank. Beauty. Perfect. Not quite perfect, it went over the bloody log. That one little twig. Almost perfect. Got him. Oh, look at the size of this fish. He grabbed the bloody micro spoon at the last minute. Just about to lift it out of the water, and he grabbed it while I was retrieving it upstream. And it's a lovely trout. You beauty. Just about to lift it out of the water, retrieving the lure upstream, and look at this magnificent brown trout. He's come along and said, nice. I probably should carry a landing net, shouldn't I? Like, this lure's just got one hook in it. But you know what? If he gets off, I'm not going to lose any sleep, because that's fishing. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, lovely brown trout. Very, very active, aren't you? Eh? Oh, look at that. What a gem. I think I need a photo of that one. I'll get a photo of this bloke, a real quick snap, next to my fishing rod, and then I'll put him back in the drink. Righto, mate. Time to get you back in the drink. There you go, buddy. Off you go. Yeah, there he goes. Straight back down. He'll go and lay under them logs there for a day or two. regain his strength, and then he'll come out and start feeding again. Absolutely stoked. He literally grabbed that. I was casting downstream, which is the golden rule of trout fishing. You don't stand at the top and cast down. But sometimes you don't have a choice, because I've got a cold one and I'm not walking through that deep water. So I stood here, reeling the little micro spoon upstream through these rapids, just about to lift out of the water, and he went bang! You little ripper. Something in the water up there. I've got him. That's what it was. Just about to say, I can see the rings. Not sure whether it's a fish feeding or a duck or a platypus or what it was. That explains it. There was a fish feeding. I've just wet my hand. Come here, buddy. Another lovely brown trout. Not as big as the last one, but still a nice little fish. Well, folks, I've caught 5 in the last hour or so just walking up this little stream. I'll give this one a bid him farewell. See you, buddy. There he goes. I'll swim up into the hole here. Went over that. I went downstream. That's good, because it means I might get another one. I've caught 5 in the last hour or so of fishing. I think it's pretty safe to say that the new Sickle hook on the Strike Tiger micro spoon has done its job. It is well and truly outperforming the old-fashioned hooks, which weren't great. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. Look at the last video that I made using the old Strike Tiger spoons, micro spoons, and look at how many fish I lost compared to how many I've landed today.